Chris, what do you think? It's gonna fit?
I do believe we should be able to get the rest of this in here.
Approximately 20% of our clients moving their belonging to a storage locker each year. It could be over one night or for a few months or for a few years. In this video, we will take a closer look at self-storage lockers and warehouse storages. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Lamar.
So we are at Bunko Box Warehouse where you store clients' belonging. What's the advantage storing here with you?
The advantages to warehouse storage, you're going to find two things. One, you can store anything that requires temperature-controlled atmosphere, as well as it increases the offload. It makes it go quicker for the overall offload, as you see back here. It is just directly from our loading bays to the back of our warehouse here.
Okay, but the one thing we know where we store with movers is that the client doesn't have any access to their belonging until they actually move out to their new location. No clients can come in. It's not like a self-storage.
That is correct. For warehouse storage, typically would be more short-term. We can accommodate long-term as well for specific items, but I would recommend this more for short-term, whether it's 3 days, 1 month. Anything long-term, we may have specific items like musical instruments, high-valued artwork, Italian leathers.
So this is like an 8 by 8 by 6?
Correct.
How much you can actually fit in here?
So generally, a bay like this, for a standard one-bedroom home, we're looking about 2 of these full bays. So back-to-back would be about a one-bedroom home.
Okay, about 50 boxes.
Yeah, about 30 to
Furniture.
50, one bed, couch, sofa, TV, your standard one bedroom, about 600 square feet. As you can see, we fit everything in here quite nicely. Right, so this is our standard 8 by 40 container. These are generally for 2 bedrooms and up, depending on the square footage. Oops. But as you can see, it's a secured lock on it. It is a gated entry, so we do have a keypad entry. Now with each container, there's different sizes depending on the size of the home. This one here, as you can see, it is a lot of commercial items because we do residential and commercial.
So I wouldn't put anything like oil paintings or things like leather couches because those need to be under temperature controls, and because of the steel boxes, eventually it's going to be super hot in the summer or super cold in the winter, and that's not good for that kind of materials.
Precisely.
But everything else is really can stay here for a year or two and comes out.
Precisely.
Nothing.
The only thing is they're not temperature controlled, which is fine for standard furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for coming.
We are here in Advanced Self-Storage in North Vancouver, and I'm going to show you right now a drive-up unit. They're great for business and people with a lot of heavy stuff. So
When you say drive up, so you just drive up
you
to
literally drive up to the unit. So what we are doing right now, it's literally a tenant do. He comes, he stops in front of the locker, and once he stops in front of the locker like we are doing right now, he can simply exit his vehicle, open the door, and put their belongings inside. So that is a 10 by 25 drive up.
Wow, that's a dreamy garage.
Yes, that's a huge one. Good for heavy stuff. For big houses, like if you have a 3 or 4 bedroom house, if you're a car collector, if you have a lot of heavy tools for your industry, easy to access, easy to move things inside. Because think about, you come with a big truck, you can park your truck inside the unit, unload your belongings and get away. So the outside part of the facility where people have 24-hour access, we have alarmed units. So you have to come, type in your code on one of our doors, we'll unlock your alarm, you can open your unit, go inside, do whatever you want to do, close the unit, clock out, so the alarm will re-triggered and you can move away.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hello, PJ.
Hello, Limor. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We've known each other for many, many years.
Yeah, you're my first contact since I arrived in Canada. You were the only one who would give me a time of the day.
Yeah, same with you. But you've been in the storage industry for so many years.
Yeah, I started my career in storage in London, England in 2002, so around 21 years.
Okay. And you have seen changes, and especially the last 2 decades. And I want you to kind of describe the changes in the past 20 years.
Sure. When I joined the industry, it was kind of like the infancy stage at that time. People use storage if and when they moved homes, or it was kind of event related. So somebody passed away and you needed to store their goods, or boyfriend and girlfriend were getting married and they needed to store some of their items because they were double items in their household. What we've seen, because of the density increment in different cities, particularly in Vancouver, if you look at the big metropolitan cities, Calgary, Toronto, not only in Canada, London, England, the apartment sizes are getting smaller. There's more population, more demand on housing, and you can see the prices of the housing is going up. So now what we are seeing is a transition from event-related storage to where people need storage as part of their lifestyle, to maintain that lifestyle, to have more space in their home. So there's a massive shift in people's perception. Initially, storage buildings were run like a mom and pop operation. Now it's run as a business, profitable business, and people, the consumer, expect a lot more than the self-storage could deliver before.
Yeah, so what you're saying, it used to be very passive. You put your stuff in storage and you walk away. Maybe in a couple of years you're going to get them out. But now, because the sizes of the houses are smaller, people need storage as part of their daily life. So they are more active, which force you in the storage industry to make some changes to make it more comfortable, secure, easy to approach, welcoming, right? And that's a big change.
Definitely, from an investment perspective as well. So if you go to any of our facilities, they are very brightly lit, climate controlled. There is a music on the hallways to make people more comfortable. The carts are very conveniently provided for your loading and unloading, and that's kind of the normal expectations now, which I didn't see 20 years ago.
Thank you.
Welcome to our Highway 1 location on the corner of Boundary and First Ave in Vancouver. This is our brand new location. We've got over 1,500 lockers over 5 different floors.
The first question my clients will always ask is, what size of locker do I need?
That's our absolute number one question. Everyone wants to know the answer to that. So really, that's what we're here to do. Our job is to help you find the right solution for your needs, whether it's a 1-bedroom apartment or a 4-bedroom house. We'll look at the type of furniture you have, how many accessories you have, and what you're looking to store and for how long, and we'll come up with the right solution for you. The nice thing is, if you find you need a little bit more space, or we have a little bit too much, we can move you to another size locker for no additional fees.
So that's important to know, because if somebody is clearing half of the locker, they want to downsize to a smaller locker.
Absolutely.
You will just
We'll just transfer you to another locker, no problem at all.
That's really nice. And the second question is always, how much does it cost?
So locker pricing has a lot of elements that go into determining the price. And really, it's based on the location of the facility, the size of the locker, and then the proximity to the elevators or the main doors. So we can find a good solution based on what you're able to pay.
What's the most important thing that you recommend clients when they want to store their belongings?
There's lots of tips and tricks that make it really easy to get in and out of your locker. So some of the things are making sure that you put in clean materials into your locker. So vacuum the couches and the chairs, give things a good wipe so that they don't have a lot of dust. Put your things in boxes that are the same size. That makes them really easy to stack.
Yes.
So
Because then you get the best use of the space in the locker.
exactly. And then when you load them in, we think it's great for you to go and put covers on top of your upholstery to keep dust from collecting on them. And then when you're actually organizing your locker, great ideas are make sure that you have an aisle so that as you put things around the edges, you can still access them. And to put things you're going to be accessing more often closest to the door.
Yeah. So that's if somebody is storing only for 2 months, they will fill it all up in one time and then take it all out to the new location. But sometimes people have storage that they actually want to reach frequently.
Exactly.
So that's when they need more space, and you can even allow them to install some shelving.
Absolutely, yeah. You can put in shelving and racks as long as they're freestanding.
What's your best tip regarding insurance? Because our clients always say, we're moving to a new place, we can just cancel the house insurance, they can just cancel the house insurance, and we always tell them, don't cancel your house insurance, you still need it even in storage.
Absolutely. We do require all of our tenants to have insurance on their stored materials. The best way to go about that is talk to the broker that does your homeowner's insurance or your car insurance and just have a rider put onto your homeowner's insurance.
So security-wise, how do you make sure that this facility is secure?
Security is very important to us. So we've put in a lot of different systems to make sure that you have the peace of mind knowing that your belongings are going to be taken care of. So at all of our facilities, we have individually alarmed door lockers, and then you also need to have access codes to access the facility and the elevators.
Because there are so many people coming in and out, so each one of the tenants will have their own security code, so you know exactly who is in and who is out and when.
Each tenant has their own code, and each person with access has their own code. We also have a live-in resident manager. We have video cameras, and all of the
So in
other.
this facility, somebody is actually living here 24/7.
Absolutely, yeah. We have a resident manager at this location, and actually most of our locations have a resident manager.
And something that I'm very curious about, so when we sometimes watch the storage wars, those are
Right.
those TV shows, but this is mainly in US. It doesn't really work the same here, right? When
It's
somebody
not.
is abandoning their locker.
No, it's not quite that glamorous. Unfortunately, if someone has a situation where they've abandoned their locker or are unable to pay for the locker, we can't just sell off their belongings. We do have to go through the bailiff's office and make arrangements, have the belongings assessed for value, and then the bailiff's office takes care of either disposing of or selling the items off to cover what is owed for the locker. So this is one of our 5x5 lockers,
Yeah.
and actually it fits a lot more than you think
Oh,
it would.
yeah.
You can easily fit an entire bedroom or a large office in here just by rearranging things in a really organized manner.
Yep. I mean, I would say if you put the mattress diagonally.
Oh, you can put
You can
the mattresses, a queen size mattress will fit up against
will
the wall.
fit? Oh, that's perfect. Thank you very much, Megan.
Thank you so much.
won't all fit in here. Yeah, because we're not going to get it all in there, so let's not waste time trying to overflow it. Okay, go, go.
Thank you for watching The Movers. We hope that the information we shared here is useful for you while searching for a storage solution. In our next episode, we will be showcasing the art of packing and moving artwork.